I'm sorry for this broadcast cutting off like that. Apparently my internet just died for a minute, cutting off the stream. I think everything should be working now, hopefully. Yeah, I just looked back at the previous broadcast footage, and apparently it's cut off right in the middle of my explanation about solving this. And I put up the dialogue that you may have missed during this last broadcast session. So we have these long string of letters I'm not going to say in the second row. Another long string of letters I'm not going to say again, I think. Then they just repeat. Wow, you got a pretty impressive memory. We could really use someone like you back at the, well, keep going. How do we decode that? You use 198,449,351 to point you to the right letters. How do we do that? Well, the first number is 1, so take the first letter. The next number is 9, so you go 9 letters over from the first one, then 8 from that one.
Just keep going until you get something. Make sense?
I ran over what she said in my head. The prime number Alice had given me was 198,449,351. So what would we get if we picked out the letters like she'd explained? The first letter would be C from the top left. Then you move on 9 from the right, which would give you O. Then 8 more to the right. Eventually we'd get a word. And that word was... And, well, we have 6 chances, 6 to see, then we have to put the word in on our own. Luckily, I did that pretty much right as the broadcast was cutting off. But I'm pretty sure that the 9-digit word has to be... completed. I did it! Completed! That's it! That's the answer!
Completed? Are you sure?
Yeah. I did exactly what you told me to do, and the word I got is completed. Well, actually, it's completed, completed, completed. The code and the letters repeat every 2 lines. It just repeats.
Well, I can't remember the code like you can, but if you're certain, I believe you.
I'm definitely certain.
All right, then. I wonder what completed is supposed to mean, though.
What? Aside from the obvious, you mean? I'm guessing here it means mission complete? So that's what the transmitter was for.
Huh? What are you talking about? What transmitter?
I barely even heard her. Suddenly my mind was full of memories that hadn't been there a moment before. It was like a wave had washed away the sand, revealing a bed of precious gems underneath. And we'll learn who's really set off the bombs. Damn it. Why hadn't I realized it before? I could remember a series of numbers, but not this? At least I remembered it now. Dio was a member of the Myrmidons. And not just any member, he was their leader. That meant he had to be the one who planted the bombs.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Then answer my question. What the hell was that? What's this about a transmitter?
I didn't trust myself to try and explain it to her. More than likely, she'd just think I was insane. Even I could barely make sense of the sudden influx of new information.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of the Myrmidons.
If I was, do you really think I'd reveal myself like this?
Point.
Out of nowhere, Clover appeared.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Really?
We're all down in the Floor B warehouse. Well, all of us but Luna and Park.
Why?
We still got 45 minutes until the white doors open.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait a minute. I thought UK and Cork didn't know about the white doors.
Tenmyoji told us about them. He said he'd show us where they were, so we all followed him down to the Floor B warehouse.
I'm assuming you left Quark with Luna?
Yeah. Anyway, when we showed up, Phi and Kay were already there.
So?
Well, all of a sudden, Phi, Tenmyoji, and Dio all started yelling at each other.
What?
Why? Did something happen?
According to Clover, the last AB game had been the cause of their fight. Even though Tenmyoji only had one BP, Phi had chosen Betray. They started to fight, and since Dio had pressed Betray on behalf of his team, eventually he got dragged in too.
That seems odd. Phi only had one BP too. The choice seems like a perfectly valid defensive move.
Ugh, just come with me. Kay's trying to calm them down, but there's only one of him.
Okay, okay. Come on, Alice, let's go.
Coming.
Oh boy. All four of them were still there when we arrived. They seemed to have calmed down a bit, but the tension in the air was almost visible. I felt like I stepped into a room full of flammable gas. Even the small spark could turn the whole place into a raging inferno. Even Kay, usually so calm and collected, was standing ramrod straight with his hand balled into a fist at his side. I looked at Alice, pursed my lip, and then headed over to the angry knot of people occupying most of the room. Clover told me what's going on. This whole thing is stupid. You need to knock it off.
Stupid? What about this is stupid? We're talking about my life, you self-righteous dick.
I know, but yelling at each other isn't going to solve your problem. The best thing for us to do right now is to trust each other and get through this. Wouldn't you agree?
Hard to trust someone who tried to kill me.
Same to you. Told you letting Dio vote was a stupid idea. What did you think he was gonna do? You might as well have pressed the button yourself.
I couldn't just leave Quark alone.
That's no excuse. And where do you get off telling me I shouldn't have picked Betray?
Did you even think that through? What, I was supposed to pick Ally?
If I'd done that, I'd be dead right now.
I could say the same thing to you. Damn good thing Dio didn't choose Ally.
Please, that's enough from both of you. Cygnus right. This isn't the time to be bickering with each other.
Oh, you don't get to talk. You tried to betray Clover and escape on your own.
Perhaps. But I think that's better than merely killing someone.
Well, I only did it so that she wouldn't kill Tenmyoji.
Ah! God damn it! Enough already! I roared with fury and my voice echoed and rebounded off the walls of the warehouse. Everyone felt silent. I didn't know how long that silence would last, so I decided to put it all on the table. There was only one way I was going to be able to take control of the situation. Guys, listen to me. We really don't have time for this. I was met with a number of glares by Soldier Dawn. See, the thing is, I figured out who planted the bombs.
What?
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
Sort of, yeah. I know which one of you it is.
Well, spit it out then.
Please, explain what's going on here.
I don't think I need to. They're going to admit their guilt in just a few minutes.
What?
You're all going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. Or I guess I should say Dio's mouth.
What are you on? You think I set those bombs?
Yes, I do.
Hey, if you're gonna accuse me, you better have some pretty damn good evidence, pal.
I'm not accusing you. I'm just stating a fact.
Oh yeah? Where the hell did you get that fact?
Fun as it was, I knew taunting alone wouldn't be enough to make Dio confess. He just played dumb, he was good at it, and I get nothing. That meant I was going to have to trick him. Well, you see, I'm actually from Free the Soul.
Free the Soul? What's that? Some kind of hippie shoe company?
Don't play dumb, Dio. Or should I call you Left? Brother ordered me to come here. To keep an eye on you. It was quick, but for just a moment I saw his eyes twitch. I leapt on that moment of weakness like a hungry dog on a steak. Fine. Skepticism is understandable, admirable even. But perhaps this will convince you. I pressed forward, pulling out every fact I could remember. I told Dio about Brother's background and how his younger brother Left had been murdered. I mentioned casually that the Myrmidons were all clones of a single person. So, still not convinced? How about this? 78153610988380942419905551. Do a low prime factor decomposition on that, and you get 198,449,351 to the third power. If I'm not who I say I am, how on earth could I possibly know that?
What? No, that's not possible.
Finally. So, let's start over, shall we? I was sent here to watch your every move. It seems our wise and noble brother doesn't trust you. He suspects betrayal.
No! You're lying!
I assure you, I'm not. But if you don't believe me, why don't you go outside and calm yourself with your transmitter?
No! No! You have to be lying! Brother trusts me! That's why he chose me for this mission! Why would he make me the leader of the Myrmidons if he...
Huh? Sorry, what was that?
Said, why would he have made me the leader of the Myrmidons if...
Heh. I grinned.
Wait. What the hell? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, Dio. I never even seen Brother.
What the hell was all that? How did you know all those things?
Dunno. Maybe I was divinely inspirited.
Give me that shit!
What's going on?
What are these Myrmidons?
Dio and I stared at one another while Clover and Temioji quickly explained to Phi and Kay about the memory cards and the number 2 bomb, and about the code we found that was from a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons.
So you mean to say someone from the Myrmidons planted the bombs?
And Dio pretty much just admitted to doing it?
Yeah.
Bastards. I'll never forgive you.
I heard a low, furious muttering behind me and turned to see Alice, her lips pulled back into a snarl.
I am going to kill you!
Her voice rose to a scream as she charged towards Dio. He ducked out of the way smoothly and pulled something from his pocket.
Whoa there. I like my women a little feisty. But you're taking it a little too far, sweetheart. Tone it down.
What?
You see this? You know what it is, don't you?
Oh my god. Is that the detonator?
Exactly. And I assume you know what happens if I press this button?
Yes. I think I do. I'm guessing it'll set off both of the bombs.
Well, I wouldn't say both.
You mean there's still a number 1 bomb we haven't found?
Correct. And there's one more, too.
No. There are 4 bombs?
Exactly. I planted 4 bombs. They're the ones numbered 1, 2, and 3, but there's also one more. Bomb number 0. Add all that up and you're looking at about 4 tons of explosive power. Those go off, and it's all over. That's enough oomph to turn this whole place into a smoking crater.
Aren't you forgetting something?
That'd kill you too.
So, I'm ready for that. I've got spares.
Spares? Is that what Sigma was talking about?
Yeah, clones.
I heard Alice whisper something to Clover.
Let's go, Clover. Show him all that dream wasn't for nothing.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Right.
Before I had a chance to ask them what was going on, they moved.
Die, bastard! Yeah!
She roared and leapt toward Dio, Clover following just behind. Alice threw a punch at Dio's face, and as he dodged, Clover spun out from behind her. Dio grunted and turned to focus on Alice, but Clover darted in and snatched the detonator from his hand.
Clover, get him! Right! Sigma, catch!
Huh? Before I could respond, Clover had thrown the detonator at me. I scrambled to grab it out of the air and held it to my chest.
Damn it! Stop! Let me go! Still let go of me, you asshole!
Yelling didn't do him any good, and Dio found himself subdued by the skillful teamwork of Alice and Clover. Strangely, though, once they had a hold of him, he stopped struggling. I was reminded of a gazelle with its neck in the mouth of a lion. Had he surrendered? Or did he have some trick up his sleeve? It didn't feel right. Yeah, was Dio actually smiling here? I didn't have to wait long for my misgivings to prove true. The detonator in my hand suddenly began to flash. What?
Serves you right.
What are you laughing at?
You, her, all of you. God, you're stupid.
What? Why?
See that detonator you threw to Sigma? You activated it. If it gets more than a meter away from me, it sets itself off. We figured someone might try to take it away, so we put in a little safeguard. Since you two were kind enough to take it away from me, the bombs have gone from remote control to countdown timer. Go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Won't make any difference now. The bombs are gonna go off no matter what.
How long do we have?
About 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Oh no.
My condolences.
Well, what can we do to stop them?
I told you that already. First, we need the device that allows us to input information. Then we plug it into each bomb and enter the codes.
Hey Alice, who the hell are you? How do you know all this?
None of your damn business. Just tell me where the input device is.
Well, that's none of your damn business.
Ooh.
Fuck! Stop! You're gonna break it!
Of course. That's the plan.
Please, stop!
Just tell me what I want to know.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's in my coat, in the right-hand pocket.
Clover, check it out. Right.
She nodded and started digging through his pockets. After a few minutes...
It's no use! There's nothing here!
Did you lie to me?
No, I swear, keep looking.
Oh, wait. There is something in here.
Clover pulled her hand from his pocket and held it out. Is that a pill? Like for medicine?
Hey, what is this?
Huh? I can't see it. Bring it over here.
Uh-oh, I have a bad feeling about this. I probably know what that pill is. Don't give it to him, Clover. Don't give it to him. Clover frowned and moved closer to Dio, holding the pill out toward him. Suddenly, he moved, his right hand snaking it out to grab the pill from Clover's hand. Before anyone could react, he shoved it into his mouth. I heard a tiny crack as he bit down on it. Almost immediately, he grimaced in pain. Yep, that kind of sounds like a cyanide pill to me.
Shit!
What? What was that?
Poison, I guess.
What?
Damn! How could I be so stupid?
His eyes rolled up into his head, and flecks of spittle began to trickle out from the corners of his mouth. I grabbed him by the hair and shook. What the hell are you doing? Where's the input device?
Lost it. In my couch. Back home.
Kind of a late there response there, Crimson. Don't screw with me!
Fine. Don't tell us. How about you give us the deactivation codes instead?
Deactivation. You guys are persistent. Fine. Not gonna do you much good anyway. I'll tell you. But you only get one. This is the deactivation code for Bomb 3. Ready? LXQ LHC NMR.
And yeah, it's very, very important that you pretty much memorize or write this code down for the third bomb, because I think it will be important later. So we got the codes for the 0 bomb, 1 bomb, and 3 bomb already, so now we're just looking for the number 2 bomb, I'm guessing. What about the other 3? Tell us the other 3! He didn't even seem to hear me.
My body will be a part of the foundation of a bright future.
His voice was weak and more foam was dribbling out of his mouth.
Such a beautiful world. May brother live in everlasting glory.
Those were the last words Dio spoke. He died with a strange, happy smile. Dang. Damn.
They only gave us the password for one of the bombs. This is bad. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
How much time have we got?
25 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes. When he told us the time, I checked my bracelet. It said exactly 30 minutes.
You mean the bombs are gonna go off the same time the next set of doors opens?
Yeah, that's one heck of a coincidence.
Yes. The time on your bracelet is the time we have left.
Why couldn't it gone off, why couldn't the detonation timer start 5 minutes later? Then we might have a chance. Oh, so 25 minutes.
This isn't good. I was hoping that we might be able to escape through the white doors, but...
It takes 5 minutes for the primary door to open and close. So...
Yes, I know. There's no way we can get through them before the explosion happens.
Well, there's no point just standing around. We should start looking. We need 3 things. The password input device.
And the remaining 2 bombs, right?
Right.
we also need passwords for all the bombs other than number 3.
Exactly.
Maybe Dio has a note or something.
Hold on. Let me check.
She knelt down and quickly checked his pockets and sleeves, then sat back on her heels, frustrated.
Damn. He's clean.
She looked pale.
Then we'll just have to hope we find it somewhere. Tenmyoji, can you go tell Luna what's happened?
Right. I'm on it.
Good. The rest of you, let's move out. We can do this. Let's go.
We all took off at a run, heading to different parts of the building. But all of our searching turned up nothing. And as we searched, the clock kept ticking. Then at last the chromatic doors opened.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Our time had run out. We watched the white doors open. Were they doors to heaven? Or to hell? The thought barely had time to flutter through my mind before everything went white. We didn't even have time to say goodbye. 1,000 emotions flooded my brain in those last moments. Why? How? How had we ended up this way? Then a blistering wave of heat, like the surface of the sun itself, wiped out any lingering thoughts. Yep, we died. The explosion happened. My consciousness slipped away into a bottomless pool of darkness. Neither heaven nor hell. Only the void. And yeah, that's another ending. Yeah, so we got 5 endings thus far. 4 more to go. And this is an Alice ending. Yeah, so we got Kei's ending, Dio's ending, Temiochi's ending, Clover's ending, and Alice's ending. So we still need endings for pretty much the other 4 characters. Luna, Quark, Fi, and me. Apparently. Unfortunately, nothing more I could do about the previous 2 paths I've fully explored yet. I still don't know the second gate password to the 2-head line. And yeah, this path is still locked. I don't know what to do here. So, the only thing I can do is, well, pick Betray here. That's the only thing I can do. I mean, Alice picked Betray previously, so I'll just pick Betray right back. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
Aw, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
I guess you could say I just know.
Are you making fun of me?
Maybe.
Yo, what's up? Siggy!
I know! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Dun dun dun. Here we go. Betray ally. Ally. Betray. What the heck happened again? First with Temiochi, now with Alice. What the heck is going on with these vote changes?
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hey! Alice! What the hell is this?
What?
You chose Betray last time! So I chose Betray too.
Wait a
No,
minute.
why?
Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Can you tell me one thing?
What?
When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't... What was going on? When Fine I chose Ally, Alice picked Betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose Betray and her vote changed to Ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? No, that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I chose Betray and chose an ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen Ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. But let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses his rock. I lose again. But that's fine, because it still makes sense. My actions in the past cause Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to the innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went with... paper. Damn it. I lose, and I'm pissed off. So once again, I go back in time to try and change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? That's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time Alice went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure of my victory, I threw out a pair of scissors. But... what the hell? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here. Since Alice's choice was in the past and mine was in the future, how could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But... it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the hell was going on? No, wait. Wait! Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Right, of course. Time travel is impossible. There is absolutely, positively no way to travel through time. But if that was true...
The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose Betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Hey!
Are you still there, Crimson?
Did you have a stroke or something?
Oh, sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right! What in God's name is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about this.
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
No way I'd choose Betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... No.
What is it then?
Well...
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
So you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh? I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's gotta be mine.
Huh? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah. Exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably by all choosing Ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when...
Skipping. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this before, so I'm skipping.
What are you doing here?
Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got, what, maybe 5 years left? Maybe less? I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Skipping. Crew quarters, yeah, skipping. Talk about Schrodinger's cat a bit. Then Racco 6. And then discovering the number 3 bomb. And now we come to the chromatic door decision.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yeah, it keeps getting interesting, probably throughout the whole journey thus far. Well, what are options this time?
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
I quickly laid out our choices. Option A, Luna and I pair up with Clover and go through the green door. Temiochi and Dio pair up with Alice and go through the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Phi and go through the blue door. Option B, Luna and I pair up with Phi and go through the red door. Temiochi and Dio pair up with Clover and go through the blue door. Kay and Quark pair up with Alice and go through the green door. Option C, Luna and I pair up with Alice and go through the blue door. I'll see you, Crimson. Yeah, see you later. And Temiochi and Dio pair up with Phi and go open the green door. Kay and Quark pair up with Clover and open the red door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, how do we want to do this?
Well, you decided the first time, right?
Yeah.
Then can I decide this time?
Why you?
I think I deserve it. I only have 1 BP left.
Hypocrite!
Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose?
Hypocrite! Yeah, when I choose ally and you chose betray, you didn't agree with that option at all, so you are a bloody hypocrite.
Wouldn't you agree?
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that alright with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh.
We'll get to that later.
Sorry, skip past that. And that is?
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B, then?
Yes.
Oh, really? Why does it keep cutting off, I guess?
What about the rest of you? Is that okay, too?
I thought about it for a moment. If I went with option B, then Luna and I would go through the red door Phi. As far as I felt about that... honestly, no. No. That's not okay.
Why not?
Because...
Oh no, this is bad. Which door do you want, then? The only other choices are A and C.
I thought about it again. If I went with A, then Luna and I would end up paired with Clover, and we go through the green door. On the other hand, if I chose C, we'd be going through the blue door of Alice. So which one did I want? I decided to go with... well, going through the blue door of Alice is not an option now. So I gotta go through the green door of Clover. I want option A. We'll take Clover and go through the green door.
What gives you the power to just decide that?
It's fine by me. Like I said before, there's something I want to talk to Alice about.
Are you going to tell me what this thing is?
That'll have to wait. Talk to me again on the other side.
Ugh. Now I'm curious.
So you're fine with this, Alice? With option A, I mean?
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Are there any other objections? Okay, that's it then. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We nod quickly to one another and split up. Temiochi, Dio, and Alice head toward the red door while Kay, Quark, and Phi made their way toward the blue one. The gaping maw of the green door bounced in front of me as Clover, Luna, and I ran toward it.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
And yeah, I think I chose correctly, yeah, because this is the 8th path.
Is this a dead end? All 3 doors seem to be locked.
Yeah.
There's some kind of device over here. I wonder what it is. It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
Clover, try pulling that lever.
Why do I have to do it?
It might be dangerous. I was hoping you could just wrap your hands around it and give it a good jerk. It is kind of big, but I'm sure you can handle it. Just be gentle.
This doesn't seem like appropriate workplace behavior. You're kind of grossing me out.
I know you probably still think of yourself as just a girl, but you have to become a woman
You're not making it any better.
Yeah, really, Sigma?
Why don't you do it?
If you can't take it, then maybe Luna can. Have you done this before? You just start at the base and work your way up, then give it a good tug once you get to the top.
What? What is wrong with you? If you're so desperate to give that lever a good time, why don't you do it yourself? Just leave me and Luna out of your sick fantasies, you creep.
Fine, but I won't like it. I sighed heavily and flipped the switch with as much languid disdain as I could manage. Really, Sigma? You have to be that much of a perv.
Oh, one of the doors opened. Yeah, just the one on the left. We might as well go through it.
Yeah. Maybe we should try flipping it one more time, though. I think you could actually manage it with just one hand, Clover. Just do it real fast. It'll only take a second. Just up and down once.
Oh, you are disgusting.
Really, Sigma? Is that really necessary? My God. Huh.
So this is the archives. That's what it said on the door after all, but... Yeah, I didn't really expect it to be so... archivy. All these books and stuff everywhere.
Maybe we can find some clues here.
I agree.
Alright, let's split up and have a look around. Alonzi! I'm sorry if I just don't know that reference. Maybe it's Doctor Who, I don't know. Anyway, it's time to seek a way out of the archives. Yeah, heck of a lot of books. Hopefully this isn't as bad as the library in 999. Well, at least there are obvious book placements here this time, like obvious spots where I should to look. Yeah, at least there are obvious spots to look. Unlike 999. Huh, one of these things is not like the others. Oh, you're right, it's a different color. Well, let's have a look at it. And we have the stairway. A nice blue hardcover book. I guess the title is The Stairway. Hey, there's something written on the back cover of this book. Go up A05-2. What is this? It looks like some kind of chart. It says management number. What do you think it means? Well, pretty much the only thing anyone's gonna manage in this room is books. It's got the letters A, B, C, D, and then the numbers 1 through 8 running vertically. Maybe it's referring to the bookshelves in front of us? Well, the bookshelf has 8 rows, and so does this chart. There's a narrow bookshelf on either side, and wider ones in the middle. Yes, they're shaped just like the diagrams on the chart. Well, this book says go up A0502. So maybe that was originally where that go up booklet was. Originally where that one was. This book is different too. Maybe we should take it with us. Go up. Huh. The Stairway, B0630. Hey, we have a book called The Stairway, so maybe this belongs here. And so let's put go up here. Alright? What about this one? Here's another book that doesn't match. That makes 3. And Lion. To the Sun. C0518. Really, another one of these references. Is this the last odd book out? I think so. I double-checked all the shelves. And To the Sun. D073. Alright. The third row of the leftmost column of shelves in the management chart. And I've forgotten where that spot is. Yeah, over here. What the heck was this? What was that? I think it came from the other side of the wall. No, that wasn't the wall. I think it came from the bookshelf. What's happening? What the heck? They're going down. They're making a staircase. It sunk? I guess it was one of those trick bookshelves where if you put the right thing in the right place, it does stuff. It's like a staircase. Well, if they were nice enough to give us stairs, I guess we should climb them. Alright, well, it's time to climb them then. The top is a lot more narrow than I thought. Should I go? Well, with a big skirt like that, it might get kind of dangerous. Oh, if I just hike it up, I think I should be. And, I think there's somebody down on all fours trying to not look like he's staring up toward the bookshelf. Sigma? What are you doing? I, lost a contact. You don't wear any! Ow! You climb! Okay. A doll. Okay, that's the only thing that's up here. Guess I might as well take it. Huh? Can't really go any further. This is a dead end. Are you done yet? Was there anything up there? Yeah, I'm heading back down now. So? Did you find anything? No puzzles or anything like that. Just that stuffed animal. Yeah. The lion eating the sun. Yet again, add another one up to the counter. Which I sort of lost track at this point. Because there's just so many of them thus far. Oh my gosh. That's a funny looking dog. Dog? I'm pretty sure that's a lion. This is a lion? It doesn't really look like one. Nah, it's a lion. Oh, hold on. There's a zipper on its back. Oh, let's see what's inside. A memory card. Here you go. This was inside the lion. That's all she has to say about that? Well, there's a memory card slot right here. Alright. I got this blue memory card. And there's a blue slot in the stand. But let's see what happens when I put it in then. What's going on here? It's showing the dice. I wonder what the puzzle is. Well, there's only one way to find out. Unfortunately, I don't know the code. I don't know what to do here. Damn. I don't get it. Yeah, I need more information to go on. So I haven't really explored all the other side of the room yet. So we got another scale. And we have a screwdriver. A 50-gram weight. and a red die. And then we have blue ink, a blue die, a music box. There's no music coming from this music box. I guess it's just a box. I don't see a spring. Maybe we should check the movement? The movement? Sorry, movement means the internal pieces that actually make it work, like the cylinder here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's been fixed in place with a Phillips screw. I think we have a Phillips screwdriver. And we have a cylinder. And I think just like a 999, we can combine the cylinder with the ink and roll it on a piece of paper. Just need to roll this across the paper. And there we go. Pattern transcribed. And we found the report. Okay, we got the numbers here. But the problem is there's more than one color. So how exactly do we know which colors go where? I think we still need more information before we can figure that puzzle out. Okay, so let's see. We got the green die here. Okay. So what's this? Blue die plus green die times red die. If you put things on both sides, then you could compare them, but do we actually have anything to weigh? Well, the scale had a die and weight on it when we found it. We've got 3 dice. I think we should be able to figure out what they weigh using this weight. Alright. So let's see how much they weigh. Okay, green die is definitely heavier than 50 grams. And so is the blue die. Okay, red die weighs just as much as the 50 grams, so we could say that red die is 50 grams. I'm just wondering, does something weigh 100 grams? Well, we have the green die. Yeah, that definitely weighs 100. Maybe 150? Okay, so red's 50, green's 100, and blue's 150. I don't think this scale is going to unlock a box when we fulfill a certain condition or something. It certainly doesn't look that way. I think all we're supposed to do with it is weigh things. Alright. So we know blue's 150 plus 100 times 50. So it's 250 times 50. So it's the same as 5 times 2,500. That's 1,000. That's no, 12,500. Oh, we need to get that lock off so we can open the box. As puzzles go, it's pretty straightforward. We just need the right 5-digit number. Alright, so we have 12,500. Wait, that's seriously not it? If I did the math right. Let me check. 150 plus 100 at 250 times 50. Yeah, that should be 12,500. Then again, why are all the sides showing the 5? Do I seriously have to multiply each of the numbers by 5? 5 times 150. That's 750. And 750 plus 500, that's 1250. So 1250 times 250. Yeah, that's way too much, I think. So I don't think the 5s mean anything. Of course, I forgot. Order of operations. Multiplication first. 50 times 100. Yeah, that's easily 5,000. Plus 150. $5,150. Order of operations. How come I so stupid I forgot about that? Here we go. Unlocked. Good job. Let's open it. Ooh, I wonder if this is someone's diary. Sounds like fun. And we have a book with a bookmark. Nothing on the cover. I wonder what kind of book this is. Let's open it up. I can't read it. I think this is Latin. Oh, looks that way. Well, it's not total loss. There's a bookmark at least. Maybe we should take that. And we found a bookmark. So let's see, a bookmark here. Alright, we finally got the colors to this. So we got the reds on the sides, then it alternates. Blue, green, blue, green. Yeah, I think now we know what the places are. So let's go ahead and solve the dice puzzle. Alright, too bad we can't rotate the board to get a better angle. I don't think we should have any more trouble. Okay, so now we got a red 5, so let's see. Alright, there's the red 5 right there. Okay, right here we need a blue 6. Alright, there we go. Alright, then a green 4. Alright, that's good, that's good. Red 2. Okay, beautiful so far, doing good. Blue 1. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, not that one, not that one. Alright, doing good, doing good. And last, we have a green 3. There we go. Yes, did it. Good work, Sigma. That was amazing. Oh, the colors changed. Do you think... Let's take a look. Wait, is this... Yeah, it's the password to the safe. And we found the safe password. I wonder if we could get the file password as well. It looks like we can, so what else can we do to make the file password? The only thing I can certainly think of is, well, what if the numbers have to be underneath, like touching the floor? Oh, this might work. So, to get the 5 on the bottom, we have to change that to a 2. Controls, please! Thank you! Oh yeah, I can also use the D-pad instead of using pretty much the analog stick. Whoops. Certainly a heck of a lot easier. Alright, next to blue 1. No, not this. Set a blue 1 to... Alright, there we go. Next up we have a green 3. Alright. Good so far, good so far. Next we have a red 5. Alright, good, good, good. Next, blue 6. Alright, good so far. And last up, green 4. Ha! Got it! Good job! Excellent work. I think this is a different password. And we have the safe password, the hidden file password. Good, good, good. And luckily there's a safe right by the exit. This is the safe, right? Yeah. It's just like the ones I saw in the AB room. And the crew quarters. If we enter the right password, it should open up. I think. Alright. So the archives. There we go. Awesome, it's open! Good job, Sigma! And we have a gold file, so let's check, see if there's anything worth mentioning thus far. Okay, there's a prisoner's dilemma. Do you betray your partner, or stay silent? In the AB game, however, sometimes the most rational choice isn't always the best one. Yeah, that's why it's called Prisoner's Dilemma, not Prisoner's Solution. Okay, then the antimatter bomb, the detonator. The other things are just pretty much either unimportant or just spoilers. Alright. Alright, so there's the last password. Now let's get out. Ha! It opened! Good, good, well done! So, what we got this time? First, a map. It says 4B. The one we found in the cabin said 4A. So, did the map in the infirmary. Then that means 4A must be the top floor, right? We did come down here on the elevator after all. So it would seem. There's more stuff in there. Oh, I know what those are. Yeah, key cards. These ones have moons on them. They must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about, then. That means we could play the AB game. Oh, we got 2, just like with the sun keys. As a pair, Luna and I should only need 1. Then I'll take the other one. So, what's next? A piece of paper. It has something written on it. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Alright, so, yeah. Yeah, looking by where all those notes came from, they only come from the green door. So whoever got through the green doors has to have seen that note. In other words, we can't all abstain. We have to vote. Anyway, what else is there in the safe? Only one thing. A key. Is this the exit key? Looks like it. We can open the door. Let's go. Presumably the lock for the door. Right now, it says lock. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Then here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We've escaped. Yay! And just to make sure I got every file, yep.
Is this another warehouse? It looks like it.
Just like the one on floor A.
There's graffiti on the wall here too. It's something different though.
Memento Mori, if the knife line ate the sun.
Did they make a mistake? That isn't how you spell it. They added that E to ninth, but why?
Yeah, that is weird.
What does it mean?
Well, I think Memento Mori is Latin for something like remember death or don't forget your morality. That other part, I mean, I assume it's just what it says on the tin.
A conditional relating to whether or not a lion has eaten the sun?
Yeah.
But what on earth does that mean? It just seems like gibberish.
Agreed. Whatever it means is beyond me.
Look at that door over there. Doesn't it look just like the one on the other floor? Yeah, but there isn't anything written on this one.
Yeah, there's a big 9 on the other door. I guess that means this door isn't important.
I don't see anything that looks like it might open it either.
Yep. Nothing. Not opening.
Of course it isn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's solid steel.
Well, how do you open it then?
From the other side, maybe?
The other side?
Hey, what's the deal with those doors over there? The ones that are glowing white. Do you think they could be chromatic doors? There are 3 of them.
Yeah, I think you're right. See, they got those little boxes. These must be the next set of chromatic doors we're supposed to go through.
But they're all the same color. Well, for all the other doors, we had to add colors together to make another color. In this case, we probably just have to make white instead.
Suddenly, the voice of the announcer echoed through the warehouse. Oh, finally! Dio opened the door.
Has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What? How the hell did that happen?
Someone on one of the other teams must have opened one. All they'd need is one of the moon keys.
Why would they do that without waiting for the rest of us?
We can ask them when we get there. Come on.
Oh boy, Dio. We leapt out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Temiochi, Dio, and Alice. Hey! What the hell is this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got back?
Alice and I haven't done anything.
Dio apparently felt he didn't need to wait.
You got a problem?
Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere.
No sooner were the words out of her mouth.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see.
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. His condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Temiochi shoved Kavi aside and left through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks, then ran off after him.
Quark, come on.
And of course, it's pretty much exactly the same as it was in Alice's path. In the archives, no, that was just piles and piles of books and papers. Nothing even remotely like medicine there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the garden. Plenty of vegetation, but unfortunately, no medicine.
Oh God.
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
The pantry. There was tons of food everywhere, but Excelivir? Nothing.
Temiochi slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Skipping! And yeah, Alice is lost. Yeah, like Alice ran away, we're just running off to find her. Or maybe she's in the bee garden again. No one here, huh? Damn. Where'd she go? No point in complaining. I just needed to look somewhere else. I turned and headed toward the exit. Alright, looking through the pantry. So this is the pantry, huh? Alice, Temiochi, and Dio searched this room. Damn, nothing here either. We need to find her quick, or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses it like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden, where Phi, Quark, and Kay had gone after passing through their door. Maybe she's there again. Okay, why was the opening of the blue door really necessary? Was it really necessary? God. The first thing I noticed when I stepped inside was a smell. Plant life was everywhere, and the air was filled with a fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet, dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. While the air outside had been dry and harsh, in here it was warm and wet, like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Kay said, plants and stuff everywhere. Damn, she's not here either. Oh, this is bad. We've been searching for Alice for a while, and I found nothing. I hope that nothing happened to her, but... where'd she go? Yeah, there's only one other place I could think of right now. I searched every corner of floor B. She was nowhere to be seen. Oh, this is pointless. I should just get back to floor A. Maybe someone else has found her. Yep, she's probably in the crew quarters. Yet again. It doesn't look like anybody's here. I should have a look in the rooms. Oh, what a shock. Alice is dead here yet again. For the 5th time already. I'm just getting used to it by now. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was the blossom of red on her chest. It was almost like getting punched. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. No. Why did this happen? I forced one shaken foot forward, then the next. My legs began to wobble, and I put a hand against the wall, steadying myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last I pressed my fingers to her neck, and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No. Embedded in her chest was a scalpel. I was no doctor, but judging by the angle, it looked like it had pierced her heart. Had someone stabbed her? No. Was she?
We're all going to die.
I'd rather die here!
No. No! Something in my brain snapped. Yeah! A scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it. The last thing I felt was my body slumping to the floor as the world went dark. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. And that was apparently a game over right there. How is that the game over? Whatever, I'll just, Okay, why the heck, did this, lock suddenly turn green? Well, apparently, for this lock to turn green, we just have to get the game over down here. Yeah, we just have to know that Alice will somehow end up in the crew quarters and die down there. Even though Alice had already died in the crew quarters here, 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 and here. Well, let's just jump right here now that we know all the information. Then suddenly the world shifted. For just an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as I had begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. Had it been a premonition? This is bad. I need to find Alice, now! But where could she be? Damn it, Alice, where are you? And yes, we actually get a choice of where Alice could be. As if we really had any alternates here. We gotta pick the crew quarters. What about the crew quarters? Yeah, that has to be it. I set up a dead run. And we got a trophy, no lying down on the job. Meaning that we picked the right choice. The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door to the number 2 room. Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel like I caught her in the middle of something.
What are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No, you need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet comes off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
Uh-oh. Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running. I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest.
No! Let me go! I have to do this! I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die!
Knock it off! With a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, it progressed from a dull throbbing to a hot line of pain across my palm. I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. I was so focused on my pain that I barely heard Alice collapse. She didn't respond when I shook her. Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I didn't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit. What am I supposed to do now? Oh man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things. Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
Alright, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Phi had called everyone else back after I brought Alice to the infirmary. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her? Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. It's a special antiviral treatment. Whether or not there's any around here, though. No! No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die! I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave him behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover?
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone! She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soberil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark. I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Everything's coming up Sigma, huh? What a lucky, lucky man you are. You two are gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma. After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose betray?
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
That's so.
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AB room with me. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Shut up. What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here? Should all 3 of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Nope. Doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here. Take a look at this. I pulled the scrap of paper we found out of my pocket.
Huh? What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
I guess they only put one in the archives. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then. And they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier? No way am I gonna choose betray. You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark, just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury. I can't trust Dio to make a decision for all 3 of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you. Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. That's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me. Whatever shall I do?
Can't be too careful. I wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
Oh, Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's running out, people. Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark. Everyone else needs to go.
What?
You're staying too?
Yeah, something does happen. Clover might need a hand.
Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Are you saying that you trust me?
Yes.
Even though I have 6 BP?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I just know, I guess.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
had something happened between Phi and K while they were all exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Come on! We need to hurry!
All right, you kids. Take care of those two, okay?
Of course.
We promise.
With that, we were off. I gave one last quick nod to find Clover before heading back for the warehouse at a dead run. Do we really need to see the map for this again? Really? I'm getting tired of that map now. I really am. Unfortunately, this is where I'm gonna have to call off the stream for today. Yeah, this just seems like a good place to stop. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good day / night. Until the next stream, farewell.